La voz de mi gente es lo que tengo en mi corazón. Lo que siento y lo que hago es expresar lo que mi gente tienen que luchar en la vida para oportunidad. Y vamos a viajar en esta vía. Yo seré tu capitán y tu guía. Y voy a caminar para que tú correrás. Y vamos para un mundo ideal. Y vamos para trabajar. Y vamos para gozar.
Hey my people, hola mi gente, it's Phoebe Arevalo here, and this is my channel, Latina Law School Journey. As I said, it's gonna be a journey, honestly just me as Latina and person of color in law school and preparation for that. So join me on this journey and let's get excited, let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys a bit about me, why I wanna be a lawyer, what I'm doing right now, and what the goal of this channel is. So let's go. My name is Phoebe Arevalo. I'm Mexican-American Guatemalan. However, I identify more as Mexican-American. I have a family of 5. I'm the oldest. I am 20 and I have 2 younger siblings. Hablo español, obviously. I speak Spanish, like I'm bilingual, so there may be times where I'm just so comfortable, I'm thinking aloud, I'm just going through, I'm being so real honest with you guys, where I'll be speaking in English and luego I'll be speaking in Spanish. You guys will notice that I'll be speaking in Spanish. However, hopefully by then I will figure out how to translate and add the subtext in the opposing language. I'm gonna try to figure that out. However, I do speak in Spanglish pretty regularly. If you're Latino, if you're bilingual, you understand what I'm talking about. It just happens. Our brains are wired in both languages, if you know what I mean. I attend a 4-year university and I'm a double major in communication studies and philosophy, and I aspire to be an attorney one day. Why do I aspire to be an attorney? Because growing up, I saw a lot about how people in the Latin community especially were at a disadvantage because of their language, or because of the lack of education, or because of their skin color. And that honestly infuriated me. And I was like, well, why can't we have the resources? Why can't we get that support, get that help? And the help we did get wasn't all that great. I want to be the person to be able to be a voice for the voiceless. I want to be able to stand up for everyone and allow us to get equal representation, be able to help my fellow Latinos, as well as any other race, to have proper representation, have their voices be heard, and not be silenced because of a lack of language or lack of education, or because of their economic background. I want people to be heard and have justice and have that proper and fair fight. I want to be that help and support that they need. I want to be able to have those relationships with people. So that's one of the reasons why I became a communication studies major, because my clients in the future are going to be people from Latin America, from Spain, from, I don't know, from all origins. I'm not going to be specifically one group. I want to reach out and help as many people as I can. Therefore, it's important for me to understand how to communicate with people, and not just communicate what they say and understand that, but also nonverbal communication, written communication, all of that, be able to interpret that so I can genuinely connect with my clients and have that connection with them so I can fully understand their story, understand where they're coming from, and be able to help them to as much as I can. Also, I just love communicating. I'm very much extroverted and I love talking to people. So communication is honestly one of the things that was like, ooh, what's that? Let's learn more. And then philosophy. Honestly, I was not going to pick philosophy. This was not even on my mind. I didn't even know it was a thing very much. Philosophy was brand new to me. However, the school that I attend right now, when I visited for the first time, and went up to the philosophy professor and was like, what about you? And like, he included me in the conversation. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and tell him what it is I aspire to be. And then once I told him I wanted to be an attorney, he was like, why aren't you studying philosophy? And I was like, I don't know. I don't even know what this is. So he started talking to me about how much philosophy will benefit me, and how I should be a philosophy major, how I should be a poli-sci, and how I should this and how I should that. And I was kind of like, whoa, slow down. And he was like, no, I want to share with you everything that I know and why you should be a philosophy major. And I was like, okay. He was like, give me your information, give me your email, and I'm going to contact you. And believe it or not, 2 days later, he emailed me and he was like, this is why you should be a philosophy major. And I was like, okay, I like you. You're cool. Okay, let's try this. So when I went to register for classes, I was like, I get me into a philosophy class and I want it with him. And I did that. I took his class, Intro to Philosophy. And let me tell you, this professor, Dr. Scott B. He is so passionate about philosophy, so wise, so smart. He was so passionate. It made me fall in love with it even more. And I fell in love with philosophy. Philosophy also trains you to think logically for the LSAT. LSAT is all about logical reasoning and logic comprehension. So philosophy is very good in helping you prepare for the LSAT. Yeah, I'm a double major in communications and studies and philosophy. Communication studies because it'll help me connect with my clients, and philosophy because it allowed me to evaluate and think through my cases as well as evaluate my argumentation when I'm in court. What am I doing right now to prepare for law school? I'm currently studying for the LSAT. I'm going to take it 3 times in 2021. I'm going to take it in April, in August, and then depending on how I did in August, if I'm not content with it, then I might take it again the 3rd time and do it either September or October. But anyways, first time taking it is in April. That'll be my first time officially taking it. I've taken practice exams. What material am I using to study? Well, I'm using right now LSAT Max. I like it because it's not a 4-6-week course where it's like 4 hours every single day. So it's honestly, you buy the program and you can study it whenever you want. You have all the material there. You have lessons, you have videos, you have office hours, you have tutoring that you can pay for. So I'll get more into LSAT later. That's the main material I'm currently using. That's my plan to get due until April. And then after that, I take the first exam. I'm going to keep doing practice exams. After the April exam, I'm going to be using the Power Score, which is another good one that I heard about. For now, I'm using the LSAT Max. After the April exam, I'm going to continue with the LSAT Max testing and materials, but I'm also going to add and power through the Power Score material. And then afterwards, depending on how I did in August, I'm going to try to hinder in on the little key points and things that I'm missing. That's probably going to focus on tutoring even heavier. It's going to be a lot pricier because tutoring is expensive, if you know what I mean. I'll go ahead and get into that later on. But yeah, that's what I'm doing to prepare for the LSAT right now. In addition, I'm working on my grades, working on getting involved. I have a job at a photography studio, Cherish Memories Photography, shout out. I'm also involved in various clubs at school because you got to connect with the community. And I love doing that. This past school year, 2019-2020, I served as on my student government. And I was a community representative. This year, I ran and I got the position of vice president. However, COVID happened and our office is now non-operational for this semester and most likely next semester. So that's a little sad. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Plan on getting an internship next summer because we need those internships. We need that experience. I'll talk more about internships later as well. I'm also working on my grades and picking up my GPA because a high GPA is very good. I'll talk about how GPAs and LSAT scores balance each other out and how they play a big role with one another. In addition, I'm also looking into law schools. I'll get into more what schools I want to apply to and why and like what changed my mind and what really got me motivated to apply to certain schools. I'll make a whole video on that if you guys would like. I don't want to get my hopes up high, but my dream school is I want to go to I want to study on the East Coast. I want to study in Let's go. My channel is currently focused on college, LSAT prep, and then in a few months, August, September, it'll start focusing on law school applications and all that nice and fun stuff. After all those applications are turned in, we're going to focus on acceptances and denials, all of that stuff, which has me nervous, but we're not focusing on that right now. We're starting on A. Afterwards, we're going to focus on traveling because I live in the Inland Empire, so there are not really any law schools that are like relatively close, at least not the ones I want to go to. So most likely I will be moving either to LA, Northern California, East Coast, somewhere. So when it comes to that, so summer 2022, we will be going on that journey. You guys will be joining me on moving to law school, getting prepared for all that, Once I'm in law school, that's where I'm really excited. I know I'm gonna be really stressed because they work you like crazy. First year of law school is intense, but we'll talk about that in another video. Another route that we're gonna go down is my experience as a Latina in law school, wherever it is I go, because as you guys may know, predominantly law school is white and male. There are very few people of color, Latinos, and then women are even much more a minority. I think it's 18.1% of students in law school are Latinos, which isn't a lot because the portion of white ethnicity, I think it was like 60 or 70%. So it's not a lot. And then depending on where you go, the numbers decrease. It'll be something to navigate through. And I really want you guys to join me on that journey. I'll be honest and open about my experiences and how I'm dealing with it and how it is that I manage it. So like I said, we're gonna start off in A, which is college and LSAT. B, law school applications. C, moving to law school and getting situated. And D will be submerging myself in law school and my experience as a Latina and person of color. We'll see where the channel goes after that. Maybe we'll continue and go into preparation for the bar and studying an examination for that. And maybe, just maybe, if y'all really want it, we'll continue and I'll have you guys follow me through my career and my experience in that. But right now we're just focusing on college, LSAT, getting into law school, and law school. That's my channel, and that's why I called it Latina Law School Journey, because this honestly is a big journey for me as a Latina, as a person of color, going through the law school and preparing for it and getting out there and making a difference, honestly. So this is for me to record my journey, but also for you guys to see and join me. And if you guys have any questions, need help with LSAT, need help with law school applications, let's figure it out together. So I really hope you guys can join me, and I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. So that's me, Phoebe Arevalo, and this is my Latina law school journey. Hope you guys can join me and see my ups and downs in this process. But yeah, hasta luego, mi gente. Till next time, my people.
Y vamos para un mundo ideal. Y vamos para trabajar. Y vamos para gozar.
I feel so weird doing this. What else? Where did they were? Yeah, I'm content with that. Oh my gosh. Bye.